Right then, this is a quick walk around video. This is for a Honda CR-V 2.2 EX diesel. You can see here, 63 plate car with 48,000 miles on the clock. Finished in black with the contrasting light leather interior. Car looks absolutely stunning. Fitted with loads of options, notably the exterior pack, this urban pack I believe. Upgraded alloy wheels, and you've got the lovely running boards. The car's absolutely lovely as well, it really is. Down the flanks, very clean and tidy. Near side front wheel, very clean, just a tiny little mark right on the outside edge. But coming down the side here, very clean indeed. Near side rear alloy, again absolutely lovely on the car. Coming on the back, it's a lovely stance for the vehicle as well. It always look good, these cars. The little inserts down there low, and running boards just adds a real visual presence to the car. And again, from around the back, very clean and tidy. Offside of the vehicle, as with the near side, very clean. The panels, can't see any obvious indentations there at all. And then down to the upside rear alloy, again, very clean, unmarked on there. And the remaining panels, again, really lovely and clean. Offside alloy, again on the front. Exhibits, I can't see a mark on there at all in all honesty. Just pan back there for you, just get a better view by tripping over. And then at the front of the car, the lights and lenses completely clear, intact. Front of the car again, very clean indeed. Whoever's driven the car's driven at some very sensible speeds, because I can't see any obvious stone chips on there at all. But externally the car's really lovely, with just the odd sort of minor mark which you're going to expect on any car this age and mileage. Coming to the back of the car, absolutely huge boots on the CR-Vs, nicely finished inside as well, and in really very good condition back here. Coming to the back of the car, absolutely amazing amounts of legroom in these CR-Vs. And those front seats are set for me, and I'm over 6 foot tall, so I'm not cheating at all. Leatherwork again in really good condition. So front passenger door card, as with all the others, again in really nice condition. All the little recesses have been kept really very well indeed. Front passenger seat, again in excellent condition. And this leather interior looks fantastic on the car. Coming around to the driver's door card, electric window switches and memory settings there for the driver's seat. Driver's seat again, all in really very good condition. Just the odd, obvious signs of very minor wear as people get in and out, but it's minuscule. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this section, so the dashboard can be seen illuminated. Dash is in lovely condition. See their sat nav working exactly as it should. Pop the car into reverse. You get this lovely clear gridded parking camera, all working exactly as intended. But again, it's all been kept fabulously well. Come across the dashboard binnacle and pan in there for you. You can see there 48,909 miles. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Multifunction steering wheel, looks and feels pretty much as new in hand. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2.2 EX diesel. This particular car is registered LM63XSW, and mileage at the start of the road test is 48,909 miles. The reason for doing these road tests is essentially so any customer looking at this car online in an advert actually gets to see that very car in operation. A lot of our customers now come from all over the UK and Europe to see our cars, so the least we can do is go to the time and effort to do this for you. Road tests also done on these very quiet country roads close to our premises, so hopefully be representative of what you'd feel yourself if offered a test drive on the car. This particular vehicle, it's been very well looked after. It's got a lovely service history, all of its servicing prior to the one which wasn't due, but we've done it anyway. But everything prior to us was done by the Honda dealerships, and it feels like it because it just drives absolutely beautifully. Engine starts absolutely instantly, settles to a completely even, smooth idle. No warning lights at all on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Temperature gauge running at a third, and it's been running for quite some time now. And the external temperature today is a very hot and sweaty 31 degrees. So clearly temperature controls are all in good control on the vehicle. Engines themselves are absolutely fantastic units, they really are. They're lovely and smooth in operation, very quiet, very civilized, but their power delivery is fantastic as well. It's got as I said in sort of loads of the videos for CR-Vs, a lot of engines I've drive, turbo diesel, seem to have sort of nothing, then loads of power, then nothing. These just have a lovely linear power delivery all the way through the rev range. But the engine itself, once you're up to sort of, say, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gears, you know, you could be driving a petrol engine. It's so smooth and quiet. But you know, just a fabulous, fabulous unit. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch in the car, smooth, positive. Bike points where it should be on the car, so all in good order there. Likewise, the gearbox, all the gears engage exactly as they should. It's a brilliant gearbox, by the way. The gear shift quality, you know, you can tell Honda do these things just so well. It's, you know, this could happily sit in one of their more sporty cars, because the gear changes short and throw, really positive, and lovely and accurate as well. I can't feel any wear through the gear linkage at all. So all, again, absolutely as it should be. Steering of the vehicle, always been a strong point on the CR-Vs, in the sense that it, you know, it's not that SUV-like, because it's quite positive, it's accurate, very precise again. You know, as I say, it's not a sports car, obviously, but what it does give is, you know, the car feels kind of more direct than perhaps a car of this type really should, or it quite often does. And again, I can't feel any wear through the steering at all. That, you know, track's absolutely bullet straight. I can't feel any vibrations at all coming back through the steering wheel of the car, this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. Chassis of the vehicle, what I'm looking for on these road tests, by the way, is just any signs of any sort of clonking or knocking coming through the suspension that shouldn't be there. So, you know, when you go over a bump, much as the one which is about to come up now, there you hear it hitting the bump, but there's no kind of chatterings or knocking noises, which is usually things like kind of anti-roll bar links just chattering away, but there's nothing at all on this car. It's exactly as it should be. Suspension setup's also brilliant, by the way, because they managed to combine a very, very comfortable ride with really good body control, so you don't get that horrible kind of lurching that you can get on some cars, which can be particularly unpleasant for people sat in the back of the cars, actually, less so the drivers. But Honda struck a brilliant balance on these chassis to give, you know, the best of both worlds to the occupants inside the car. Brakes on the car, really good brake pedal on the car. Hit the brake pedal, it's nice and immediate. You don't get any kind of pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all. So all's in fine fettle there. It's just gone through an independent MOT actually, so there's no advisories on it at all, so it comes as absolutely no surprise. Also, when you hit the brakes, it pulls it nice and straight. It doesn't sort of deviate violently left or right in any way. Look around inside the car. I mean, these are absolutely beautifully made cars. They really are. There's no squeaks or rattles inside the vehicle. You know, it's a really very high quality machine, and I love this interior. I love the design of it, because it's just a lovely, simple, easy car to operate and drive. Really good visibility, but also, you know, with this light interior, it's done really nicely. It's not garish in any way. The colour scheme's really nicely chosen and subtle in the way it does it, but it adds a natural lightness into the interior of the car that black interiors generally don't give. And on hot days like today, it comes into its own, because when you get in the car, you don't burn your backside or back of your legs on the seats, and on freezing cold mornings you don't get that horrible cold feeling either. So they've done a really lovely job of it. I think it helps by having sort of silver trim and no kind of fake wood in here.
Otherwise it could be sort of make it feel kind of an old gents club in here, but it doesn't at all. It just works beautifully. Worth pointing out, obviously you can see there sat nav working as it should. Air conditioning is absolutely ice cold. On a day like today, it's fighting very hot air coming in, but it does a cracking job of it. All the switch gears got a wonderful build quality and precision to it, as the Hondas always have had. But it's just a lovely, simple place to operate and drive a car. All the switches, once you spend a couple of days with them, it all becomes second nature very, very quickly indeed. But everything's working exactly as the manufacturer intended inside. All the switches, all the controls, all the little gadgets are there and working. They are obviously four-wheel drive vehicles, albeit, to be honest with you, there's no buttons to press. You don't engage anything. The car does it for you. Honda worked out really quickly that the vast majority of people's driving with this type of car is as I'm doing today, on perfectly good roads and in perfectly good conditions. So why have it running permanent four-wheel drive? Because all you achieve with that is you use more fuel, you chirp your tyres more quickly, and you put more mechanical stress to the cars as well. So basically it does it all for you. If your front wheels start to spin, it'll bring in the rear wheels instantly, absolutely seamlessly, and disengage it as soon as it's no longer required, and it's absolutely brilliant. Simplicity also gives it its reliability, by the way, because we've sold thousands of Hondas, literally thousands of Hondas, using this system, and never so much as put a spanner on any of them. So they are it's a very, very tough system indeed. As I said at the start of the video, the point is to pick up any issues that might be on the car. There's nothing to report back at all. It drives absolutely beautifully. It really does. It just feels what it is, which is a cut above the rest in terms of kind of build quality and refinement. It's a really good proposition as a used car. As always though, if you any questions about the car, don't hesitate, please do give us a call.